So the inside don't look bad, but the outside has got some crust. So you can tell the skillet has a lot of age, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm about to get it in the electrolysis tank, and let's see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, Campfire crew, while we're giving that skillet an opportunity to be inside the electrolysis machine, I want to show y'all something that I like a lot. So I was contacted by Ogory, which is a company that sells camping supplies. And you know, I don't normally do videos to where I'm trying to advertise for somebody else. And actually, this is the very first one. So what did Ogory have to do to convince me to be able to take one of these fans and show it on my channel? Well, first of all, I was very impressed with the way that the lady that I spoke with conducted business. She's very professional, willing to work with you any way you wanted. But here's the thing that she was able to talk me into this. She told me, she said, Tony, if you like our product, we'll set up a drawing for the folks that watch your channel, and somebody on your channel will get a free fan also. So after that, she had me convinced. So I don't just get a fan, but one of you guys are gonna get a fan too. Now then, let's open this thing up and let's look at it. I've already read up on the fan, and it has a whole lot of different things that the fan will do. So I want to open it up and I want to show you, and I've never opened it, so this is the first time it's being opened, and y'all get to see it when I get to see it. Stella, you better come over here. Okay, so here's the fan out of the box. The fan has a whole lot of different things that the fan will do. First of all, it's got a remote that comes with it, and it's a camping fan. On the fan itself, it has a battery display. It also has 3 levels of lighting, so it has a light around the outside of the fan, and we're going to test all of that. It has multi-angle rotation, so I can literally change the angle of the rotation, and it oscillates all by itself, or you can set it up to make it oscillate. Not only that, but it has adjustable fan speed, so it's got multiple settings that I can set the fan on. So here are some of the amenities of the fan. The fan itself has a fan control down here, and it also has a light control. So already, here's 2 things that I need while I'm camping. First of all, this time of the year in the state of Alabama, the lows at night are getting somewheres in the low 80s. It's smoking down here in Alabama. So one thing that you have to have camping now, if you're camping outdoors, is some type of way to move air. So the fan itself has multiple speeds on the fan. So that's a plus. And it's moving a lot of air. The second thing that you gotta have is a light. So y'all saw the light come on. It has 3 different brightnesses on the light. So now look what we've done. If with this type fan, this camping fan, you've already made a way to move air, the fan itself has a built-in light on the fan, and it has 3 controls or 3 different brightnesses on the light itself. So we just killed 2 out of the 3 major birds that we need to be able to go camping. So far, I'm very impressed with the fan. The fan's doing a great job. So what's another thing that you definitely need if you're going to go camping? The third thing that you're going to need, or third thing that we're going to need since we record our videos, is I would love a way to be able to charge my cameras or charge my cell phone or whatever on the back side of the Ogory fan. And we're going to let the fan run while we look at this. The fan has a USB port for charging your phone, and it also has a C, which would be to charge the device with. So let's talk about charging the device. According to the paperwork, the fan itself has a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. So what does that mean? Milli means 1,000. So theoretically, it has 20 hours of charge only pulling 1 amp. It's a 20,000 milliamp hour fan. Or a better way to say that is, since milli is 1,000, then it'll produce 20 hours of use if it pulls only 1 amp. So I'm not sure how many it is pulling, but I know that according to that, you can get several hours of use out of the fan. So let's think about what else this thing will do. So right now, I've got the light on, and we'll cut the light off. The fan's operating, but it also oscillates. So over here, it has a button to make the fan oscillate. It oscillates in 120 degrees of motion. So that means that at least the majority of wherever you're camping, whether it's inside the mini camper or we're in the tent or wherever we're camping, this thing's going to rotate and it's going to get the majority of the room while we're camping. One thing that I did notice, when the fan came, it was charged up to 75%. So this thing has lights right down here that shows you what the charge is. It has little blue LEDs down here. It shows you what percentage charge the fan is. It came 75% charged from the factory. Again, they also sent a charger or a charging cord with it to charge the fan up. What they didn't send is a block to plug this into, but it has a C charger on it. So a C is the same thing as an iPad or new iPhones or something like that. So as long as the block you have is a 3 amp block, it'll charge this thing all day long. So you can unplug your iPad out of your iPad block and plug your camping fan into your iPad block to charge your phone with, or to charge your fan with. Also, it has a timer on it. So you can set the amount of time that you want the fan or the light to run at nighttime. If you only want it to run a couple hours, you have the ability to set the timer up to make this thing run at either 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours that the fan will run, and then it automatically shuts off, which is another plus. That way you don't run your battery down all night long. So if you do, once you get to sleep, if you don't want the fan to run all night, you've got the ability, without getting up, to cut the fan off. And let's speak about not getting up. I told you that the fan came with a remote control. And I think this is the coolest thing I ever saw. This thing, you can literally turn the fan on with a remote control. So if I'm laying in the tent, or if I'm laying in my cot or on my sleeping bag, whatever, I can literally turn the fan on with a remote control inside of my tent. So if you're roughing it, this is definitely the fan that you want for roughing it. I can change the speeds. And say at 1 o'clock in the morning, I've got to go to the bathroom. Well, it's so dark inside, I can't see how to get out of the tent. I've got a remote to turn the light on with. So again, the fan itself has 3 variables of light, or it has 3 stages of light that I can cut on and off with the remote. And if I don't want any of them on, I can cut everything off with the remote. So let's talk about the benefits. The benefits are, it has the 3 biggies when it comes to camping. It has a fan, which you got to have in the state of Alabama to camp. It also has a light that puts off a lot of lumens. It has a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, which is going to get several hours of use out of the fan. And the fan also has a USB port on the back for me to plug my cell phone in, or anything else, my camera in, or anything else that I need to charge. So there's multiple benefits. But, let me show you these 2 things about it, and then we're going to wrap up on the fan. So it has a top hanger. If I want to hang it up inside the tent, it'll hang all day long. But this fan also has a bottom hanger. So I can hang it up from the top of the tent if that's the way that I choose to do it. So it can be hung upside down or right side up, and it still works like it's supposed to. The fan itself is made out of some type of hardened plastic, but it seems to be pretty durable, and it seems to be made out of pretty tough constructed material. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, the fan's a yes. So Ogory, I know that y'all are gonna see the video, and I want you to know, hey, it's a nice little product. It really is. So y'all get a thumbs up from Tony Ray. Now, Campfire and Countryside, if y'all are interested in getting one of these fans, we're gonna put a link in the description of the video for you guys to be able to go look and decide whether or not this might be something that you want. The fan seems to be sturdy, and it seems to be a solid device. Also, I like the variable speeds. I like the light on at nighttime, that I can get up out of my tent and turn the light on without me having to stumble around and try to find the light. So I can control the light, get the light on, and I love that USB charger on the back. So those are 3 biggies for me when I go camping. All right, we appreciate y'all watching the Ogory video. Hey Ogory, I hope the video is good enough for y'all, and thank y'all for sending us one. Also, Campfire and Countryside, Ogory is going to set up where, or I'm going to set up where we can have a drawing, and some lucky viewer of the channel is going to get one of these fans. So we're working out all of the details on that. As soon as they're worked out, I'll put a description, or I'll make another video and tell you how to sign up to get one of these fans. And Ogory, y'all get ready to give a fan away, because as soon as we have a drawing and the individual from Campfire and Countryside that wins the fan, Ogory has guaranteed me that they'll get that thing in the mail. So they'll ship it from their location, and it'll come directly to whoever the winner is. All right, before I start scraping it, y'all can see how it's peeling off. That thing is nasty. So let's get it cleaned up and see what it looks like. Still got a little bit did a bit of discoloration, but it's not caked up seasoning. It's pretty slick. Alright, it's got it pretty dry. Let's get it in here, let it heat up, and in a few minutes we're gonna come back and put some more on it. Okay, so we got us some Crisco out of the house. Okay, so here's the Wagner skillet that we put in the electrolysis tank. It has turned out to be beautiful. All the crust is gone. It still needs another coating of seasoning on it, and we're going to stick it back in and let it get one more and make sure that we can get this thing some good dark color on it. But I want y'all to see that it is a number 8 and beautiful unmarked Wagner skillet. So I've got a friend at work named Thin Ben. And Thin Ben and myself were talking about skillets not too long ago. And old Thin said, Tony, if you ever get one that is a good quality skillet that we can get cleaned up, I'd love to have one. So Thin Ben, we got you a skillet in the making, buddy, and I hope you enjoy your skillet. All right, Campfire crew, as always, life's an adventure. Don't get caught sitting at home. You should be getting ready to go camping with me and Stella, and we can use our new fan that we got from Ogory. With the remote. Oh. I tell you what, let's pull a little stopper. All right, don't do that.